Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Garage Science. This is going to be a bit of a different video than what I usually do, so I'm just going to let the mill run here. I hand programmed this G-code program to do about 100 or over 100 tool changes sequentially, just because basically just demonstrate the tool forks on the tool changer carousel, and really just how well they've been working out for me. I struggled so much with this tool changer when I first installed it, mostly because the tool forks that come with the tool changer just do not do a very good job. They don't hold the parts, the tools vertical compared to the CNC table, and they don't hold the tools tightly enough so where they don't wiggle around very much, and so they're not ideal. They're very not ideal, and these ones that I made actually ended up being quite nice. So I do get a lot of questions about the tool forks. Made a lot of sales making these tool forks for people, and so I really just wanted to demonstrate in long form fashion, just over and over and over, cycling these tool forks and how there's absolutely no issues whatsoever in their operation. So I've been using these tool forks now for a couple of years now, and I quite literally have only had one misfeed with a tool, and that was because there was a chip on the shank of the tool when the spindle came down to grab it, and so that's what instigated the chip guard that you see on my tool changer as well. And so aside from that, these tool forks have worked perfectly for me for years, and so I just really could not be more satisfied with them, and kind of just want to demonstrate that. These are compatible with the Tormach part number 38485. That's the standard plastic, I think it's glass-filled nylon, plastic tool fork that comes with this tool changer. And basically this is the tool changer that holds the Tormach tooling system tool holders, right? So some of the bigger mills or more up-to-date mills use the BT30 tool holders. The Tormach tooling system tool holder is different. It doesn't have the pull stud at the top like the BT30 tool holder does, but it's well enough for a low horsepower machine like this. And the tool holders fit inside these tool forks quite nicely. So that's the part number this replaces. It's a direct one-for-one replacement. I have found out over the years that there's a 3-screw and a 2-screw mounting method for these tool forks. I primarily designed the tool fork to work with a 2-screw mounting option, and that's because that's what the PCNC 440 uses. However, it is possible to mount it with the 3 screws. You just have to remove the stainless steel screws that hold the detent arms, and then you can screw the nylon screws in through those and then into the carousel to mount it with the 3-screw orientation. If you do that, there's a good chance the threads in the tool fork won't be clocked to match the threads in the tool changer carousel. And that's fine. You can over torque that nylon screw and strip the threads for the portion that's in the tool holder. That's fine, and then you can just suck that tool fork up to mate with the tool carousel. And worst case, if you wanted to take a box cutter or hobby knife, you can shave a few threads off of the portion of the nylon screw that goes into the tool fork. It's really not that complicated, but if you guys end up having questions about something like that, you guys can reach out via my email, which is in the YouTube channel. It's all put in the video description, and there's a few other places you guys can find it. Or you just leave a comment. Go ahead and just leave a comment. So the other thing that I wanted to cover was that these detent arms on these tool forks are 3D printed. They're 3D printed from carbon fiber nylon. It's a very high quality, difficult to use filament, and went through a lot of fits and starts figuring out how to get that to print properly. But it's extremely moisture resistant, and it's also very strong, and so that's why that type of filament is used. these D10 arms get annealed, and so they're about 40% stronger once they get annealed. And so they work great. The ones that you're witnessing right now in the machine have been installed for, gosh, like 9 months now, and absolutely no issues with them. The other thing I've done with these D10 arms is I've done some torture testing with them, and so essentially I've just soaked them in high concentration cup of coolant, and that's just to make sure that the coolant's not degrading the 3D printed filament at all. And after I don't know, about a month sitting in a high concentration of coolant in a cup, just sitting fully submerged in coolant, the D10 arm still worked. It was admittedly mildly a softer detent than what it used to be. What's interesting though is as soon as you re-anneal the plastic D10 arm, it's back to normal, right? And so these arms get annealed at about 150, 160 degrees. So if you honestly just put it in your home oven for about 3 or 4 hours, if you ever had an issue like this, it would re-anneal the 3D printed arm just fine. That goes doubly for if you overcycle the arm. So my method of doing that was to leave a Tormach tooling system tool holder half fed into one of these tool forks for 3 or 4 weeks. And so essentially the tool holder, the tool fork hadn't fully grasped the tool holder, and so because of that, the D10 arms were sort of in their maximum state of flex, right? And so I just left it in the maximum state of flex for like 3 straight weeks. And so after I pulled that tool holder out of the tool fork, the arms, you could tell, had permanently deformed slightly. However, it would still feed that tool holder back in and hold it in and feed into the mill just fine. But the interesting thing is that you could clamp that D10 arm back into the position that it's supposed to be in, put it through the oven and anneal it, and it would be just fine after the annealing. So like these carbon fiber nylon D10 arms are very rugged and have been working very well. So anyways, that's all a lot of talk. This video is basically going to be exactly what you're witnessing right now. It's just tool change after tool change after tool change. And this was all run sequentially. I run this mill for hours and hours sometimes, and I'll walk away from it without a care in the world because every single tool change is perfect. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll let the video run and I'll quit talking and let you listen. But anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around to let me talk for this long. And we'll see you at the next video.